This episode of Saving the Ocean is about Carlos Velázquez. He works for the Cabildo de Gran Canaria, a governmental entity that takes care of the environment. He's really connected to the ocean as he grew up on the island and has been in the water as a child and ever since. Now he's working in forest-related fields. But you don't have to work in ocean-related jobs to save the ocean. He's trying to keep all the forest-related events plastic-free, to mitigate plastic that might end up in the ocean.
I come from Gran Canaria. We are surrounded by sea, so of course I think that we are quite worried about the future of the seas. I was surfer when I was young. My dad had a sailing boat, so I have experienced evolution in the sea. For example, I remember many years ago, maybe 30-40 years ago, it was normal to throw all the rubbish in the sea. It was told, okay. Now this somehow has changed. For example, all the dirty water of the boats were thrown to the sea. Now, for example, this is forbidden. I think this is a positive evolution, but on the other hand, I think the amount of plastic, for example, that ends in the ocean is much bigger. Me personally, I work for the environmental service in Gran Canaria. I am more connected with the land, with forest, but somehow I realize that when our valleys are, for example, dirty, full of plastic, and when there is rain, all this plastic will end in the ocean. So, of course, what we do in the land is connected what will happen with our oceans. So our events now are practically plastic-free. We are using paper bags. For the cola you get it in a aluminium tin, but somehow looking for avoiding the use of plastic, and this is logically connected to the oceans.
Are you optimistic or pessimistic about the future of the waste treatment in the Canary Islands?
What I try to be is realistic and to see that we have a great problem, especially in Gran Canaria, because some of the recycling industries are quite far away from here. But on the other hand, we can't afford to be pessimistic. We have to be realistic and to act. And what I truly believe is that if everyone does it best, it's possible to get a better waste management. A big problem here is that there's no connection between waste avoiding and economic advantage. For example, I pay the same for my waste bill if I produce a lot of waste or not. And I think this is important because at the end, many people react if they see that there's an economic advantage behind.
If you enjoyed watching this episode of Saving the Ocean, give it a like or share it with your friends.